Talks as a YouTube video. It's great, and so I highly recommend it. Alright, okay, that's that. So, I also recommend you subscribe as well so that you get notified, okay? Alright, poopsies. Today's video is gonna be about starseeds, and I have about, I think, 38 facts. I say facts very loosely. This is entertainment purposes only, just for relaxation and sleep. This video is take what you will, leave what you won't about it. Maybe you want to know more about starseeds. Maybe you yourself feel like a starseed, or can connect this with someone you know in your life. So, basically, if you check out one of my last videos, Signs That You Are an Earth Angel, there's going to be a lot of similarities to that video in this video as well, okay? So, I'm going to try not to sound like I'm repeating myself, because these are two different identities or beings. But it is what it is. So starseeds basically come from a higher dimension, other planets, galaxies, universes, even. And they were incarnate and brought here to help humanity ascend. Okay, similar to Earth Angels. That's why I say a lot of this is kind of going to be a little repetitive, but there's some things that are fascinating that are traits that Earth Angels don't necessarily have. And so this is still going to be uniquely about starseeds, and I'm going to kind of keep it to the point. And thank you for those who wanted me to do this video, because I asked, and you seem to have really enjoyed that other video, although some of you said it was weird to you or cringy. Well, I do understand, because a lot of this is like new information for a lot of people, and it can be a bit much at once. So I believe as we start to evolve as a species more, we are gonna start to understand more and more what this is about. But there was once a time where starseeds only were like 1% of the population. Now they say there's so many, like maybe billions. I don't know. It certainly doesn't feel like there's many. But, you know, it's weird because, like, after reading about Earth Angels and after reading about starseeds, I feel more Earth Angel still than starseed. Starseed connected with me, but never really did at the same time. And I know I come from the sun, but I don't consider myself like, well, maybe maybe I am. I really don't know to say for sure. So, but I'm just making this video for those people who always felt like it, or, you know, called themselves a starseed, or felt like that was their journey, their spiritual evolutionary journey. So, okay, so here we go. Number 1. You have a strong sense of intuition. You can read between the lines, honey. You can expose people's masks. You understand when someone's lying to you, being deceptive. Most times, at least, you know, because sometimes we get fooled because of our split mind, right? It sometimes feel like starseeds are probably split, or they have an issue, or people always blame them for something, or say like, you're the problem, not me. And that's because you're so different, you know, from a lot of people here. But you trust that intuition, that gut. Number 2, belief of life elsewhere. So you definitely believe there's life elsewhere. You definitely, maybe as a kid, were always thinking that there are outer space beings on other planets, dimensions. You always kind of were drawn to that stuff very early on. And yeah. Number 3, you have experienced and seen things which, quote unquote, science can't even comprehend. So yeah. Supernatural stuff. You've probably seen an outer being. You probably saw like an orb or a wisp that's for sure. It's not where you grew up, where you were raised. It's not anywhere on this earth you traveled. You've been to places, even places where people are like, oh, I love this place, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, it's cool, man, but not as cool as where I come from, right? You kind of always felt like that, like this place is not really that impressive to you. Number 5, you always feel odd, like you do not belong here. So you always felt weird, left out, like you stand out in a crowd, and like, maybe like everyone's looking at you, but it's not really the case. But yeah, no sense of belonging or purpose, right? Like, purpose meaning you have a sense of purpose, but you don't see your purpose here, like why you fit in, where you fit in. Maybe it's been hard for you to make friends, but also it could have been easy at the same time, because people like your good, like abundant, positive energy, right? Or they're drawn to you somehow and they don't know why. But even though you draw people in like a magnet, maybe you just always felt like the black sheep in the crowd. Like you still felt like maybe you couldn't draw or connect to people. They can connect you, but you cannot to them. Makes sense. Number 6, you love things like aliens. You watch documentaries, sci-fi, mystery, like, yeah, you look into and read into all of those things, research it, stuff. I remember when I was like 7 years old, I was like looking up on Google, like, where to find aliens and stuff like that, like, and I would read article after article after article of stuff about that. And even with my old friend, we used to like always go hunting for them. Like, it's so funny. Number 7, there are memories of living on another planet, so you may even start to remember that for sure. And you don't know how to explain it, but you just have memories of a past. It reminds me of one of those like children that there are always some documentaries about kids who remember their past life, and then they like remembered like 9/11 or whatever, and it's crazy, and then they like remember the exact name of the person, like every detail, and that they actually were that person. So that's kind of proof that we're all kind of connected in a cosmic web, in a sense, and we can always tap into that consciousness energy. But yeah, you're able to tap in more as a starseed for sure. Number 8, you're drawn to crystals and their healing capabilities, healing arts in general, and just healing yourself, healing modalities, you know. You are definitely drawn to stones, earth's natural things, rocks, you know, plants, trees, birds, whatever. And you know they're looking cool, but they're drawing you in because you feel like, wow, maybe I've used some of these tools before in another place, right? Like maybe these are actually powerful, and like it only makes sense. Like I'm wondering now, like when I was a kid, even like why I was always drawn to, I always begged my mom to, like, as far as back as I remember, to go to the store where the cool little tumbled stones are. I didn't even know what to call them. I just called them rocks, and I loved to dig my hand in there and look at them and feel them and like just get a vibe, even smell them. Like I would put them like close to my chest. I wouldn't even know why. Like I just hold them intuitively. I never learned any of this. I never knew what to do with crystals. I never knew. But just the intuitive connection is like, wow, you know. And I would be like, please mom, I want $5 to put this in a satchel so I could take it home. And I'd have whole collections. And I'd see my friend who was Polish, my old friend at the time, like brought a crystal to the class, and he passed it around everyone, and I felt such good energy. Like he was a starseed, like he was advanced, he was a bit weird and different too, like, and he kind of didn't like people at all in the class, but like he looking back, oh my god, must have been a starseed, because he was the only one to do that. Like no one even knew what it was. People were like, what's a crystal? Why did you bring this stupid rock? Someone said. And he passed it around, and I loved it so much, he let me keep it, and I almost gonna get emotional, because that's when my crystal journey began, and I was like, that was my first crystal, sometimes some people are sent in your life to like help you remember, you know. So it was a beautiful moment and memory. And he didn't understand why I got so deeply connected to the stone. I think he even called me weird. But he's like, dude, you know what? You love it so much, you can have it. I was like, it was like the best thing that happened to me that year, literally. And I just kept that stone everywhere. It felt so good. And I think when you attach the memory to the crystal, it is etched in there for eternity. So no wonder it felt so good. Anyway, so you definitely are connected to stones in that case. There is power. They do use them on other planets, allegedly. Oh, I need to drink something to wash the emotion down. Number 9, you had imaginary friends as a kid. Friend or friends. That's actually parts of you, okay? You're connecting to parts of yourself when you do that. Soul fragments, higher self, spirit guides, whatever you want to believe. Number 10, you always feel as if you need to fulfill a purpose. You are probably a restless being. A lot of you are like freedom fighters, truth seekers, right? The truthers out there, right? Or you like to travel a lot. I was never one of those like travel a lot people. Like it's nice to do once in a while, but it's like I get bored, right? Like I guess I'm like not that adventurous, or I just bore so easily in life. It's a chronic disease. Like it's really a disease. It really is. Like ever since a kid, I remember I'm like literally crying like every week because I'm so bored. Like I'd be bored at school. I would want more assignments because it would just bore me to death. Like I would finish them and then I have nothing to do. And so it's like, yeah. Anyway, so you feel maybe restricted to this earth, right? So you want to be in movement. You need to do something. You need to fulfill that purpose. You need to get that task done. You need to finish that thing. That's part of why I upload videos every day, even though, like, no one's forcing me, I guess. I really don't have to, but, like, I'm always bored, so I'm like, oh my god, I need something to do, right? So, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, right? But anyway, you need to fulfill a purpose. 11, you seek freedom. Self-explanatory. You don't like borders, boundaries, constrictions, being told what to do. It's very limiting to you. Well, some of you like being told what to do because you like to help and heal. I don't mind being told what to do. That's for sure. But it bothers me when someone doesn't want me to tell them what to do, because then it's like it's a border, it's a boundary, it's a constriction, and I don't like that at all. So freedom, right? Alright, so let's move on. Number 12, smart. And you're smart and you love to learn, so you're very intelligent. Maybe you have a higher IQ than most. You love to always absorb new information and learn new things. Number 13, you inherited a little of your parents' traits, unless one of your parents or both of your parents are starseeds as well. Okay, so if you're like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, highly unlikely your parents are starseeds. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, probably likely your parents might be starseeds. So this is not fact if you do connect with your parents, right? Like I never connected with my father, but I connected more with my mother. So I don't know. I saw it like a regression that my mom actually goes way back with me in past lives. So there's that connection there. So you always know, like, okay, this person is kind of like, it makes more sense. You just know. Number 14, other people are drawn to you for help and support. So, they just are, like earth angels, right? Like, they know you're there to help. They know you're nice. They know you're the, sometimes, doormat punching bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning, like, they vent awakening, dark night of the soul, just profound information, downloads, healing, etc. Number 16, you're a highly sensitive individual, really sensitive, like everything hurts your feelings. If people even just make a remark about you that's not even that judgmental or criticizing, it will get on your darn nerves. Like you are like a puffer fish if someone gets too close. I know I'm definitely like that. 17, paranormal or psychic abilities. Lights will flicker and flash around you. I mean, I lost count how many times this happened. Like, every time I get mad, lights flicker around me. It's so freaking weird. Like, just 2 days ago. So weird. Like, my vacuum was being weird, and I just shouted something out of frustration, and I swear by God, like, my security system started going off. I've had lamps flicker around me when I yell or get angry. It's so weird. Definitely what you call paranormal or not normal, usual, unexplainable, inexplicable activity. Even when I'm sometimes in just really great vibes and feeling really ecstatic, like I'm sitting under like a light, and then that light will just start to or sometimes explode or zap out. I've even been told, like, before I come to someone's house, the lights will start to go. So I don't know how that connects with you. I can only share my personal experience, but wow, I get that a lot, totally. And psychic capabilities, 100 billion, 50 trillion%. Always had, like, I just knew, like, what's gonna happen to a celebrity. I hear about on TV beforehand, like, even a year, 2 years beforehand. What's gonna happen next year? I can predict, like, people's lives, who's gonna die. They come up in dreams before they do, always. And a pretty accurate timeline, too, of when, just very strange stuff, like world events, like, I don't know, like, I can predict that someone's gonna be successful. It always happens. It's so weird. Number 18 is, I want you to leave in the comments what connects with you. Like, maybe you can use my comment section as your notes, right? Like, you type, okay, number 1 connects with me this way, number 2. So I love to read your comments, and maybe you guys feedback each other and be like, oh, you can connect with each other and stuff like that, and it's so cute. You guys sometimes make buddies with each other in the comments, like, you talk to each other. And I have my same commenter, Poopsies, who always comment the first few comments. I'm like, hey guys, much love, hi Poopsies. You wonder, is that me leaving comments and hearts? Yes, I read every comment. I type every comment. I know I sound like a robot when I type my comments, but because there's so many, I kind of just, like, am very brief and short with you, but love and light to you, okay? Number 18, old soul vibe. You always felt like an old soul. Maybe like what they call indigo child, right? Crystal children. That's all kind of one and the same. Really different but same. Overall the same branch of tree, okay? Or tree trunk, I would say. You're a different branch, but the same tree trunk of star children. Are we still star children if we're grown? Are we star adults? Okay, so yeah, you always felt like, so, like, it's kind of like that weird feeling, like, you just kind of have the wisdom of everything. You already know. Sometimes you're so tired and done with life. Sometimes you're like, ugh, you feel like my bones hurt. I don't even know why. You're 20, but you're like 65 inside. Yeah. Number 19. It's not that you're not healthy, it's just what it is, right? You just been around, you're like, not my first time around the block, right? Number 19, also you could have maybe done more things in your youth than people in their 20s and 30s. That's very common. So that's why you're always maybe bored, or like you just want to do more, right? Number 19, natural remedies draw you in. So yeah, herbalism, healing herbs, crystals, all that stuff, healers, definitely. Number 20, always felt more mature than others. That's part of the old soul vibe. Mature not in terms of like acting mature, maturity, realizing that you don't have to act like you are, you're not, but you feel like you are, if someone's fighting, you're the one to calm things down. Shh, relax. You have the sense of maturity, you have the sense of knowing the wisdom inside. You have the sense of like, I understand when I crossed a line, maybe I shouldn't have done this. It goes beyond that. Number 21, you're either very cold or always warm, because you are really not restricted / limited to this human form, and you acknowledge this sense of being that you are. Your body tends to shift in temperatures rapidly. I definitely get that a lot. Like, it's so weird. Like, people think I'm like just bipolar or whatever, but like I literally am either always like, oh, I'm too hot, like I'm sweating a lot, or I feel so cold I need like 10 blankets. It's freaking weird. But you also get a lot of low blood pressure, low heart rate, because you're just calm, you're cool, you're chill, you're just kind of like, yourself, and you just feel so relaxed in your own good energy, and you enjoy that, Number 22, you recharge being by yourself, so alone time is very important for you. You're not about going to clubs, socializing, partying all the time. No. 23, fascination with ancient civilizations. Okay, so, this can be like ancient Egypt, Atlantis, stuff like that. It just always draws you in. The Mayans, right? Like stuff like that, Native American life. How did they live? How did they survive? What happened to them? There's so much more than that, but I'm just being very brief here. Number 24, lack of passion or inspiration. Again, this can stem from the boredom thing. It's just like you're just so done with this place. Sometimes you're like, why am I even here? Like, people will be like on an adventure with you, and they're like, oh, look at those llamas, and you're like, oh wow, how cool. Can I go home yet? Can I recharge? Like, you're just like, in that past, I've seen that, I've done that, I've touched that, heck, I rode on that llama. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know, and you're just like, whatever. Sometimes this can be like a motivation, inspiration to start projects, because you have so many ideas, you don't know where to begin. You're so creative, but you need that push, right, to begin. But it's like, you can, but you don't bother because you know you can. So you don't bother trying. It's like, well, I know I can, but why bother? Like, what's the point? Like, I can do so much more than even just that. I can't explain it. Number 25, you're peace-loving. You love peace. If someone disturbs your peace, they're out of your life. Number 26, fascination with flying. You have dreams of flying. You love to fly in aircrafts. It reminds you of your home base planet. Let's put it that way. Or being a free spirit. You able to levitate on your own free will without a need of a craft. Number 27, you're a lover of nature. You love to connect with all things nature. That's where your peace resides. Number 28, lover of animals, and vice versa. Animals love you. They always come up to you. They're so drawn to you. They're so connected to you. Even animals that, like, people always say, oh, my cat doesn't like anyone. She'll come up to you. Guaranteed. Number 29, you love to read, like I said, mystery novels, sci-fi, fantasy books. You love things to get your mind away from the things of this world. You love reading about starseeds. You love reading about spirituality, astrology, zodiacs, stuff like that. Number 30, you're a great problem solver. No problem is too big for you to solve. You are there to do that, okay? intelligent and creative mind that's able to expand out into the universe for solutions. Number 31, you have sensitivity to electronic devices, so they break around you, they snap, bend, twist, flicker. Yeah. It's a very expensive thing to be a starseed, let's put it that way. Number 32, feelings of many past lives. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 33, you experience deja vu many times. Like you dream of things and then you see it in the physical. You feel like you've seen that thing or event before. Number 34, you believe in karma. You believe what comes around, goes around, comes around. Like it comes back every time. You've seen it for yourself, you've seen it through others. It's truth to you. Number 35, you are a lone wolf. Doesn't mean you're isolated, doesn't mean you never go out, but like probably means you don't. Very rarely, or unless you have to, because you just enjoy your own space and vibes, and it's hard to vibe with others who don't have the same vibe, and so it's like you might as well just be by yourself, right? And you're independent because you're so smart, you can figure things out yourself, and you don't need really anyone's help. Number 36, you are full of ideas. You just have so many ideas, you just need to start. Number 37 is the final one. You enjoy being barefoot and without clothing, so clothing is very restricting to you. You like connecting to the nature in your bare feet, just walking around barefoot, socks, shoes. Ugh, what are those? I mean, yeah, when I'm alone, I'm definitely like that. Like, none of this. I never wear anything around the house, even like in the winter, like unless it's really cold. I don't wear socks. Like, I love walking on the grass barefoot. No shoes, just flip-flops. Like, yeah. I don't think I wore shoes unless I really had to go somewhere important. Like, yeah, like, I don't wear shoes at all for the last, like, 7 years, really. So it's very restricting and it doesn't feel good. I don't even sleep with clothes. Like, it's just very restricting and too warm, you know. You get too warm, and especially at night, it's like, oh, I'm boiling like a volcano, you know. So, and I don't like cold at all. I'm hypersensitive. Oh my god, so much. This is true to me. So much. The only thing I don't really connect with is those like documentaries or sci-fi. Like, I don't watch TV. I really don't. I haven't in, oh my god, so many years. Probably like, when was the last time I really actively watched TV? God, 2013, 14. Like, I don't watch TV at all. Like, only when I'm somewhere over someone's house and they happen to have it on, or like, I just hate it, you know. It's such, like, for me personally, like a waste of time. So that's why I don't watch things like documentaries or like, I know they're on Netflix now, but it's like, I don't even barely watch that either. Like, it's just like, to me, it's like, I know what's truth to me, so why do I need to listen to someone else say something that may not be true and kind of like mess with what's true to me based on what I've seen or felt or experienced in life, you know? And it's like almost cringe for me to watch that, because it's like, well, a lot of that information could be wrong, right? To me. And then it's like, okay, that messes with my belief system. So you have to always tap in and connect with what's true to you, right? I do listen to people who talk about way out there stuff, like Tartaria, and like stuff like that, like really out there stuff, like even beyond Atlantis. Like, I'm talking like ancient civilizations, like they go like maybe even ancient Egypt, like a long time ago, you know. So that stuff fascinates me. Other worlds, other planets, you know. I don't care for like people talking about like what happened to the pilgrims in the 1600s. I'm like, I'm so bored, you know. Like, that stuff doesn't interest me, and I don't feel any connection to that at all. Like, I definitely definitely do not have any past lives. I already know that on this planet. But so I guess that's why I'm so bored. I'm like, I don't care what humans did hundreds of years ago. So that's the only thing I don't really connect with in terms of starseeds, because starseeds like to learn and they like to know about the human planet. I don't care. I'm like, you know what? I just want to live my life. Get out of here, right? But yeah. Other than that, I think most everything else probably pretty much connected with me in terms of starseeds. A lot of this I used to more feel when I was in my younger years. I used to get deja vu. I kid you not, almost every day. I haven't gotten deja vu in probably years. And again, that explains a lot about connecting to your highest, truest self. You do as a kid. You have to remember what you did back then, because you can't connect the same way as a grown adult, right? So I used to read all the time as a kid, and then I stopped for a long time, and then I started again. You know, I'm slowly starting to get back to connecting with who I once was, which is my truest self. But it takes work. Like even the travel, like I used to enjoy it more than I do now. I really don't like it at all. It feels like, almost in a weird way, it feels restricting to me to travel, because I'm like, I left home. I'm like, oh my god, you know. I'm thinking like, oh, you know, I hope my dog is okay. I hope the house is okay. Like, I need to be there to check on it. You know, like, it just, it's crazy how life sometimes, I don't want to say weighs you down as you age, but it's just, it's different, you know. You realize things more differently, but you still are who you truly are within, you know. So, yeah, some of this stuff doesn't connect with me anymore, but I definitely do still connect with, like, the major things with Starseeds, like Lone Wolf for sure, nature, crystals, healing modalities, right? Stuff like that. So I hope this connected with you. Thank you very much for watching. Again, TonyBomboni.com for your own services like tarot reading. Alright. God bless you all so much. I love you. Love and light. Bye, poopsies.